You know, someone recently called me an ultra right wing nut job, and you know what I have to say to that? Thanks! I couldn't be better. I, I'm not offended by this. I like it. The only thing I don't like is it mis, it is I'm misunderstood about it. I have no problem being right of center. It's just economically, I can't justify it. I would love to be a libertarian. I wish I could wrap my head around being a libertarian. But I just can't do it. I just can't. I can't because to me it doesn't make sense. There's just a certain net positive, which means that you make more than you spend, aspect to life. Really. I mean, you get energy from the sun, and everything goes from the sun, basically. Everything is energy. Technology is a consolidation of energy. So, when I see, oh, excuse me, the thing is back. I don't know. I seen someone else do it too. I don't know. Maybe the atmosphere is going, ooh, and they're not telling us. But really, everything's from the sun. And you have to understand that. Because unless you don't, you really can't see the hidden costs of things that are non-quantifiable economically. Like, how do you put a price on a bird sanctuary in dollars and cents? You can't. So no wonder these right-wing economic types, right-of-center economic types, balk at this at economic progressiveness. I balk at it too, except that I see the real value. And to me, even though I see the very real danger of trying to guess that invisible hand that Adam Smith talked about, and you know what that is? That is trying to design probability. Trying to control probability. And that's a very real point. You know, there's a truth in that. You know, and there's a right-wing truth in that. In that you can try to control nature, but you'll never be successful. You'll never get the upper hand. But, like the left understands, you can work with it. Now, I think there's truth in both of those. Someone said, you know, oh, you should apologize for everything you said about Katrina. And I'm like, why? Why the heck should I? Now, let me explain what I said about Katrina. I said rebuilding in the lower Ninth Ward was stupid. Frigging protesting Bush was stupid. I said letting, and this is going to be racial, and racist. No, racial. Because racist is a bias without justification. Alright? I said letting a bunch of Hispanics come in and do that work that friggin' all those black people were supposed to do is freaking stupid. Now, Now, why is that stupid? Simply because of the fact that they live there. It's only about energy. It's only about frigging cost. Now, you want to know what else I think is stupid? And we'll get back to that thing about Mexicans and blacks. And all the people, I guess whites, but whoever had the money that took off in their SUVs. At first I thought, okay, that was cool. Get them out of the danger area. But now I'm thinking, no, they should have stayed. And you know why they should have stayed? Because those people were doing jobs in that area, and we should have had an infrastructure in place to deal with natural disasters. Healthy Addict said, and I don't know if she was quoting me or just in general, but she said in an exasperated tone one time, she said, well, some of these people are saying it's not smart to build here and there. We're safe, you know? But you know, I see her point. That does make a sense on the surface. Where is safe, you know? I like to answer where safe is. Nothing is truly safe, but you can cut down the cost, the probability, and the danger of not being able to respond to the inevitable. And I believe that. In other words, we could have an infrastructure, a designed infrastructure, where it's deregulated and everything with renewable energy, bio-waste, and a certain setup of an energy grid, and just the way we set up our infrastructure, we could have it where we could quickly absorb any damage, get people to safety, get frigging things set back up, and recover quickly, because it would all be absorbed into other areas until it could be put back into the main area. And that's what should have happened with Katrina. Now, you want to know what else I think is stupid that isn't right of center? Frigging that bay being there with all that source of money, and yet people who are poor, no matter what ethnicity, living in the worst possible place and wanting to rebuild there behind a dam. Oh, the Dutch made it. Now it's better. No, it's not better. The people who friggin' lived there, I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna go on a rant, but the people who friggin' originally built there built higher up where it wouldn't flood. Now, that makes sense. Sometimes people in the past make more sense than people in the future. You know? So you know what I see? I see an infrastructure that is decentralized and self-sustaining and is able to carbon trade in a way that won't supplement pollution, but will frigging reward clean, ecological efforts. I see places and cities built where it's ecologically sound, and safety in an ecological zone. And I also see renewable energy as the basis of our energy policy. Not stupid FEMA trailers that freaking have friggin' poison in them. Not 100-year-old friggin' pipes that friggin' are made of wood. And friggin' not fake friggin' dams or levees that were built by farmers for agriculture who didn't get it that it flooded everywhere in the lowlands because they didn't have the technology we do now to understand that. You know, these are the things we could change over time. We could match energy, ecology, and safety in our infrastructure. And that's why I'm not sorry. I want to see that. And that's what Katrina should have been. That's why I'm not sorry. I want better.